Hello everyone and welcome to another React video. My name is Draven and today we are hopping in the Wayback Machine as we travel back to 1979, and I've been on a bit of a old music that I know but I don't really know kind of kick. Just recently we did a reaction to Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. I know that song front and back and center and all the corners in between, but I'd never heard it live. I never really knew who the members of the band were. I didn't know that Mark Knopfler did this crazy. It's called chicken picking, I guess, or chicken plucking, whatever that's called. So that was a very cool reaction to do. And then I got to thinking, what other bands do I know, but only kinda? And that brings us to today's reaction, which is Too Much Heaven by the Bee Gees. And obviously, if you've ever been to a wedding in the last 50 years or 46 years, I guess now at this point, you've heard Stayin' Alive, and you've heard it everywhere else. It's in movies, it's in shows, it's in commercials. It's just one of those songs that everyone just kind of knows. And mostly it got its fame from the movie Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta. But I really only know that song. I probably know a couple of others, but not by name, and I can't think of any of them right now. But Too Much Heaven, I'm pretty sure is one that I've never heard at all, and it seems like it's a very popular song. It's kind of out of the wheelhouse of what we normally do around here, which is more heavy metal, hard rock. Now I guess classic rock is we're kind of diving into, but this is a variety channel. I'm not just dead set on it needs to be loud. I need to get the loud audience. No, I want good music. I want to hear good music. I want to discover things that I haven't heard before, and I want to bring you along for the ride. So with that being said,
Shut up, Draven.
let's go. Ooh. This sounds like the opening to The Art of Painting or The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross. Something about the horns.
Nobody gets too much heaven no more. It's much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line.
Holy hair. I believe that's Barry in the middle, right?
Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as a mountain and harder to climb.
Ooh. Such a high pitched voice.
And it flows through me, and I love you so much more than my life.
Woo!
I can see beyond forever. Everything we are will never die. Love is such a beautiful thing. Oh, you make my world a summer day. Are you just a dream to fade away? Nobody gets too much.
Boy, they got a whole orchestra section too.
Much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line. Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as a mountain and harder to climb. You and me, girl.
Ooh, that vibrato was just consistent.
We can turn away from the night and day and the tears we had to cry. You're my love.
That's wild.
See a new tomorrow. Everything we are will never die. Love is such a beautiful thing. When you want to me, the light above, never all to see. My precious love.
A little something in the background there.
It's too much heaven no more. It's much harder to come by. I'm waiting in line. too much love anymore. It's as high as a mountain and harder to
Jesus, dude.
such a beautiful thing. You make my world a summer day. Are you just a dream to
I held my breath throughout that whole thing. Jesus. Whew.
I'm waiting in line. Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as wide as a river and harder to
Jesus.
much heaven, it's much harder to come back. I'm waiting in line. Nobody gets too much love anymore. It's as high as a mountain and harder to climb. Nobody gets too much heaven. It's much harder to come back.
I want to comment so bad, but I don't want to talk over this. Final thoughts. I'll get to all of that after. This was just too good. I didn't want to step all over it. Go ahead. All right, that was Too Much Heaven by the Bee Gees. I got a ton to say. I don't know if I'm going to remember it all, but let's go talk about it. That was just beautiful. I mean, I know Barry Gibb's got a very, very good voice. Like, he's got that really high pitch voice going on. And even in a song that's like as happy and bouncy and almost like, I don't even want to say like a joke song, but like it's so overused and just it's always used in like a funny context almost. Stayin' Alive is what I'm talking about. Even then, you can hear just how crazy talented Barry Gibb is. Barry up front, obviously. The other two members, I believe it's Maurice and help. They are obviously talented in their own right, but it's very apparent that Barry is kind of like the anchor of the group. And yeah, again, even in a song like Stayin' Alive, which I need to actually go and revisit and really pay attention because I've heard it a million times. Like I said, I've been to weddings, I've seen TV shows. You always hear it, but you never really listen to it. Like you never really hone in on it. Same thing with Dancing Queen by ABBA. It's one of those songs that I always just kind of heard, but then when I actually listened to it, I was like, holy shit, this is really good. Anyway, sidebar. Second sidebar is Stayin' Alive. I need to go revisit that because Barry is just fantastic. The entire trio is fantastic. Back to the main point, Too Much Heaven. What I was going to get to is it's one of those things that the more things change, the more they stay the same. And what I mean by that is you've got these three brothers, and obviously Maurice and, again, I forget as I'm recording this, but name, are, at least in this song, they are the accompaniment. They're the backup vocals. They're there to harmonize with Barry, who's front and center, literally front and center. And it's one of those things that you see this formula all the time. More recently, or at least more recently that I can think of, is Destiny's Child, where you had Kelly, you had Michelle, and then you had Beyonce right in the middle, taking those big notes, those big power spots. The other two ladies, very, very talented, and they've gone on to do great things themselves. But Beyonce, obviously, someone strapped a rocket ship to her butt and off to the moon she went. And I feel like it's kind of the same thing that they were going for with Barry. And I mean, when you've got a voice like that, you want to present that, you want to put that forward. So it's one of those things that I was going to mention during the reaction, but I didn't want to talk all over it, is that that's a winning formula, and it's still going on to this day, where there's groups that have multiple singers. You've got your main staple kind of in the middle, what you focus the big notes around and things like that. So it's cool to see that even back in 1979 they were doing this. I was going to compare it to the Beatles as well, but Paul and John kind of competed for top spot. I would have to say probably Paul edged him out on that one, though John has some very, very powerful songs of his own. Same kind of concept. Everyone kind of pitches in, and then you got your mainstay in the middle. The Monkees did the same thing. So just, it's one of those formulas that works, so why mess with it? And this is a prime example of that. And this song was beautiful. Getting back on point here, this song was fantastic. I'm glad I listened to it. It's definitely one that I've never heard before. And I can bet that in 1979 to 1980, whatever, this was the song at school dances, at the roller rink, you know, any social event. When that song came on, you were grabbing your lady, you were grabbing your dude, and off to the dance floor you went, and that was the song. So it was very cool to hear. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction, and if you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hype it up, and let me know in the comments, not necessarily another Bee Gees song, but of that era. Maybe I'll check out some more songs from way back when that I either forgot about or I should probably listen to, and I'll be sure to check those out. And YouTube thinks you're gonna like this one, so give that a look. And as always, we'll see you at the next one.